watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they do for the views. If I took a loss, no, I got it all back. They just wanna talk, so we gonna talk facts. Got it out the mud, got it out the mud. Really on the plug, really on the plug. Yeah, they know what's up, yeah, they know what's up.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. Good afternoon, I should say. A little later in the morning. I'm still in the 11 o'clock hour. What's up, chat? Fuck y'all on. Oh, let me get it right. I know what y'all thinking, Froze. It's game 3, we down 2-0. Why the fuck you got a Yankee hat on? Reverse psychology. All right. First of all, I'm not late for any reason but a productive reason. My kid's field day was the day. Yeah. My kid's field day was the day. And I forgot about it until midnight last night. My daughter rolled over. Her daddy, you going to field day tomorrow? I'm like, field day tomorrow? She's like, yeah, field day, 9:15. Paper right there. I'm paper sitting on my desk. I'm like, fuck, field day tomorrow? So that's where I was at all morning. And then I made a mistake. I was going to go to field day, get back by 10:15 so we could start regularly timing, but I took my youngest daughter with me. She didn't want to leave. Held me there till about 10:45. Then she want to stop, get donuts. I want to do Burger King, you know what I'm saying? So I was ready not do a show. Time fucking flying, field day already. It's that end of the school year, y'all. And you know what it was? A reminder to me that these kids is ready to be in this house 24/7 for 3 months. I ain't excited about it. I wasn't excited about it, y'all. Froze, what was the bev of choice today? I sent them with some good old apple juice, organic. Yeah. With the good old apple and shit like that. Here's the crazy thing though, right? So I pull up to the field day. Boom. And as I'm having trouble finding my kids, so finally I see like a hoist of men. It's like 25 niggas lined up on a baseball line and shit like that. And I'm like, the fuck going on over here? So for some reason, seeing 25 men lined up on a baseball line made me feel like my kids wasn't over there. So I took the long walk around the whole fucking outside to realize that one of my daughters was over there by that baseball field. I took the long way. So I get around the whole field and I start walking through all where the fivers is at. And everybody's standing there with the same look and shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these dads and shit? He's acting weird as shit. Why is this like the army section for all the dads in the military? Why all these niggas standing there, shades on, like neck locked? So I get to the end of the line and shit. My mom, my grandma pull up, my daughter run off and shit. And I see the kids where they move from one station to the other. Now, my daughter's teacher is on maternity leave. She just had a baby. So it's a substitute that's been there for about 2 weeks. I haven't met her yet. So I see this 5'11", maybe 6 foot white woman running with the kids and shit. Running with the kids to the next station to play the next game. And I'm like, and I look and all the dads is locked in. I'm like, oh, okay, I know what the fuck going on over this joint. Substitute teacher a fucking baddie. I'm talking about stallion, cuz. 6 foot, long blonde hair, ass what donk-a-donk. She running around with the kids. She got a shirt on up to her belly. I mean, she's giving all the dads a show. I'm like, oh, you niggas is crazy, cuz. So I'm like, all right, let me test something real quick. I'm like, is that the teacher right there? One of the dads is like, yeah. I'm like, okay, all the dads started laughing. I'm like, niggas all think the same, cuz. Yo, white boy, that's exactly how he answered me. I said, yo, is that the fucking teacher right there? He said, yeah, it is. I'm like, you fucking right, it is. Damn. Oh shit! Let me go get my chair. Get crazy out this show, guys. I'm talking about 25 dads. And this bitch knew too. 1000% she knew. She knew the way she was dressed. I mean, she came to put on the show today. I can't lie to you. I'm like, oh shit. You know what? Field day ain't that bad. Nah, no bullshit, cuz. I'm like, oh, let me go get the chair real quick. Y'all niggas is up here acting crazy. We got to get comfy. This is a good view of the game. It's a good view of the game. Your win-loss ratio, low-key the best in battle rap. I'm telling you, I don't be losing like that. No bullshit. Cause I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? Tall glass. I mean, damn. You know? I'm like, damn, this who they hiring? Let me tell you, you know how she was dressed? Well, I'm about to take a spin on it, right? You know how Shorty was dressed? She was dressed. You ever see the pictures online? It'll be like this fine sister, like, right? She'll be dressed in a nice regular dress, classy, but her body is crazy. And then the caption would be, teacher gets backlash for inappropriate clothing, or is this appropriate for a teacher? And it is appropriate. It just so happened the lady they showing is out here and out here. You know what I mean? But like, sister do it is this appropriate and shit. This lady out here just ain't nobody saying nothing to her. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody saying nothing to her. And then I got another qualm too. I'm like, yo, I call my lady. I'm like, yo, what's up, babe? Yo, I know the answer to this question, right? But I gotta ask it anyway. I said, baby girl ain't in no special classes, right? And she was like, no, of course not. And I'm like, I ain't think so. She's like, why you ask that? I said, well, because these fucking kids is running around like they don't know the difference between blue, red, and green, right? I said, that's not how it was at field day when we was kids, all right? We practiced these Jones in gym for the last couple weeks leading up to, I said, they look like they got a bunch of high school juvenile kids in here doing community service. They ain't explaining the games to the crib, to the kids. I hear whistles. These motherfuckers is running in circles. Ain't nobody playing the game. So I'm like, I just had to make sure our kid wasn't in the, I mean. Because what the fuck is going on? Why is there hula hoops and cones around and they don't have nothing to do with nothing? You know what I'm saying? So after a while, I realized, like, yo, well, field day ain't shit no more. I mean, this shit used to be like the fucking Hong Kong Olympics when we were in kids. You shit, and I'm going for gold. You know? These motherfuckers running around looking at, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never see a bunch of kids so detached from nature. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, my mom come over. She's like, what's wrong? I said, what the fuck is they doing? Kyle, they're playing. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're just running around, like, have no sense of the game. Like, it's a fucking competition here. I came to root. I came to cheer. Where the dodgeballs at? Yeah, where the nurse at? To band-aid one of these kids when they get fucked up because some kid's playing a little too rough. What's going on? You feel me, Nate? The final 200-meter dash? The dodgeball Olympics? The fuck going on? They was better yet rolling all the computers out and having them play fucking Angry Birds. I'm telling you, bro, these little kids is fried. Had this fucking one young boy and shit. He was in the middle of the melee and shit. It was like a big ass fucking circle, and the kids is just running around. I don't know if they was playing tag or, red light, green light. I couldn't tell. But it was just one young boy and shit, and he was just standing there and shit in the abyss and shit. Like everything was moving around him. The young boy was just standing there. The lady come over. She's like, Jaden. Young boy not even responsive. Lady blew the whistle. Boop, snack time. Young boy snapped out of it and just started running to the water bottle. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, this nigga was just playing fucking Roblox in the middle in his mind. He was just in the middle of fucking playing Roblox in the middle of the field and shit. I'm like, oh nah, young boy, or snack time and shit, and then he was normal again. I'm telling you, guys. I'm like, man, this shit ain't, man, we out. Come on, this shit corny. I'm let down. Phil ain't what it used to be. These schools is washed up. You know, you can't even. It used to be a thing back in the day, man. Schooling gets so different. Like, you know what type of clout you had walking in the second grade classroom with a 50 box of Munchkins and some shit like that. Oh, I'm telling you. I mean, you red carpet. Red carpet. Mine Duke's late. You missed the bus. You know, I'm gonna drive you to school today. Stop. Grab a little Munchkin. Little hoist of Munchkins. Oh, best rap when I walk into school. You shitting me? I'm walking around with this box of fucking donuts, like you know, like the people be walking around that be changing the ATMs and shit. I mean, you might as well put a fucking guard behind me with a ratchet. You shitting me? I get in there, oh, wait, donuts. Facts. Yeah, all chocolate, glazed, no blueberry. It's up. It's up. Yeah, I ain't get none of the nasty Jones. They always got to be the one a kid. Birthday cake. Nah, it's a special Munchkin, nigga. That's expensive. Your mom ain't buy these. Yeah, I mean, you know, fuck is you talking about, young boy? Like, you won't get one of these glazed with these chocolate acting like it ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can't bring in shit for the kids. No bullshit. I sent my daughter in school with a box of Munchkins and shit. They stop her at the door, quarantine her off and shit. Act like she walking around with the fucking Rona or something. I get phone calls for I leave the parking lot. Mr. Gross? Hello? Yeah, so we aren't allowed to take outside food. I miss fucking donuts, man. Yeah, so, yeah, we're not allowed to do... All right. Throw them the fuck out then. What you want me to come back and get the donuts? Like, throw them out. The fuck? Like, can't feed a kid a fucking donut? Shit ain't gonna hurt nobody. Can't do nothing. Yeah, I mean... They want you to, they want you to, I mean, they giving you county jail searches before you go into the office. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Gross, you want to come pick these donuts up? Nah, bitch, throw them Jones the fuck out. Or give them to the fat bitch over there at the other table and shit. I seen the way she was staring at her when I dropped her off. The fuck, why ain't nobody say nothing? I don't care what nobody says. I like the school pizza. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Them school cheese sticks. They wasn't mozzarella sticks, but them school cheese sticks. Oh nah, I'm telling you. Froze, you play tetherball in Philly? Nah. Being a kid, is boring now. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. It's not just the kids in the electronics; it's the adults in the electronics. It ain't just the kids. The adults don't have the same attention span, the same patience and shit like that. Public school, I'm not speaking for all. Public school has went way more along the lines of daycare than school nowadays, if you ask me. I'm not saying they not learning. I'm saying the shit is more of a daycare. You know what I mean? The shit more of a daycare. I mean, the teachers was in their phones. You know, the teachers was in their phones, respectfully. Now, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. It's the world we live in. I don't know. The shorty could have been looking at a timer. I don't know. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. Them bootleg barbecue McRibs, freaky. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, and I'll give you another fact, because they try to act crazy nowadays now that it's over with. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. And actually, it probably had a lot of to do with the shits I was taking when I got home. And even though it didn't match, and even though it was kind of crazy when you look back at it, that chocolate milk hit with every last one of them meals. Motherfuckers be acting crazy, cuz like, yeah, I know chocolate milk and pizza don't go together. Cheese sticks, chicken patties, McRibs and shit. But the chocolate milk that they had, the shit that they had, oh, it went with everything. It didn't matter. You shitting me? I never even looked at it like a bev. That shit was like a dessert. You know what I'm saying? So like, motherfuckers be like, yeah, we got chocolate milk with cheeseburgers. Well, swing that on down here, Playboy. Fuck did you talk about? Yeah, you act like you ungrateful, nigga. They could be giving us water. Yeah, that chocolate milk with them cheese sticks hit every time. Every time. Motherfuckers act crazy now. I'd never do it as an adult, but I'm telling you, Motherfuckers used to act crazy. But slide, I had chocolate milk sliding down and shit like we was on a fucking like a conveyor belt. Who don't want it? I was dumping 2-3 milks out at the whistle. You know what I'm saying? Half the joints I ain't even drink. I was just collecting them to collect them. You know? Yeah, for sure, strawberry on a little off day and shit. I'll get to the strawberry on a little Tuesday. Get down there, they might not have put the, all right, well, strawberry work too. Never the white, you know? But shit, them chocolate and strawberry milks, man, they used to build character. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Motherfuckers act crazy with that shit, man. I'm walking in now and shit, they getting Fantas and shit. Kids walking around with a Diet Coke. Shooting a music video. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. One of the youngins from around the way, little local rappers, Froze, shooting a music video Friday. Need you to pop out. I'll pop out. I don't mind doing that for the youngins around the way. I enjoy shit like that. Shit like that get me excited. Hey, yo, Froze, I'm shooting a video. I need you there. Nigga don't need me there, but I know why he's saying that, though. He want Froze in his video. I'm pulling right up. Let's do it. Shit, me. I might go run a car off Toro, make it look like I'm eating more than I am. Yeah, nigga might go grab a little Lincoln or something off Toro, pull up and shit, make it a part of the video and shit, splurge and shit. They already think I'm richer than I am. I ain't even rich. Niggas around the hood swear I'm up. Froze be out here killing it, man. Some niggas be swearing I'll be getting it. Ain't been on Smack 13 years. Nigga, he was with URL. Look at that money been going, nigga. Shout out to Tay Tay. I'm here to zone. It's Tai, Froze, short for Taiwan. Tai, I forgot. My bad. It's nice out, gang. Pull up to the Toro Sling. Yeah, you feel me? Nigga might pull up in some bullshit. Right off the Toriano. Who that? I'm gonna roll the window. Oh, Froze pulled up. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Where me park this shit at? All right, look, put it in the video. We good right here. I might go slide up on my cousin too. He got all the fake chains and shit like that. Throw one on them battle rap fake chains and shit. You know the battle rap chains that they wear that look like they worth 65,000. That would like we can't see them. Nigga done pulled up to the fucking Gates of the Garden event with a $65,000 chain on. All right, cuz. Niggas be wildin'. Them likes nasty. It's all good. Hold on, cause we gotta pay some bills real quick. Let's get the likes right while we pay the bills.
Frozy, hey, you in the southeastern PA area, got an event coming up, a little baby shower, sweet 16, B-Day party, even a family reunion, hit up my good friends at Primo Hoagies, and they'll take care of you. I guarantee satisfaction with the best sandwiches in the area. Hit up these two locations, 904 Chester Pike, Prospect Park, PA, 1149 Westchester Pike, Westchester, PA. Don't just visit them for lunch. Let them cater your next event. Remember, it's not a hoagie, it's a Primo. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will.
Yeah, make sure y'all pull up on Primos, man, if you're in the Jersey, Delaware, Philly area. Take the fam down there, man. A little 45-minute ride. Go get yourself a cold cut. You shitting me? It's that type weather. We got some supers. What you know about cookies and cream milk? They used to serve that in my cafeteria high school. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't get the cookies and cream milk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what school you went to, what county it's in, and what type of fucking cost of living they got out there. But nah, wasn't no cookies and cream milk jumped off. Now, I mean, nigga, you could throw a cookie in the milk and create it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No bullshit. Motherfucker, a little and the cookies and cream milk, wild overrated. Wild overrated. They was killing y'all with that shit. That shit made with all types of fucking chemicals. Yeah, they was trying to poison y'all in your school. It's Organic calls Cap. He didn't call Caps. He calls Cap. All right, my bad. We'll get back to the school shit in a minute. Okay, little chippiness running around on the Twitter sphere. All right, I got a confession to make. I'm gonna make it in a minute too. Hold up. Let me get y'all right. Okay. Obviously, we all been speaking about the J Mills Organic situation. Haven't really heard much from Organic outside of the tweets that I read for you guys yesterday. He did tweet. Him and J Mills had a back and forth on Twitter, but Organic put no information out on what was what or anything like that. But he did tweet. I'm just watching people play their hands first. Who should get this interview? Half truths taste good when the audience is hungry. Okay. So key word, half truths. Half truths. Obviously he's saying there is some information that wasn't told that maybe would combat some things that J Mills was saying. Side note, I mean, Mike P's right here under the comment. It's time for you to pop your fucking shit. Could have used some better words there, Mike. Your friends will tell you Frozy will. And I see, hold on. F all that. Organic, no riddles, please. The last time he was in our chat, everybody was, he was in here saying, Fro's got a green screen, because we haven't done a show in a while. Mike's schedule has changed. We were set for Tuesdays. We missed a couple and, just fell off base and shit. And literally, I promise you, the day, like you guys were in here, I'm like, yo, Mike, you want to switch it? We said Thursday. Literally 4 days later, he was doing live shows with Easy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, probably not going to see me and Mike P do a show anymore. But I still fuck with Mike and I don't have no problems with him and shit. But it'd be like the yuck and shit that like, I don't be liking that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of why I be staying to myself, why I don't be fucking with niggas and shit like that. Not Mike per se, but you know what I mean? I don't like those attachments and shit like that. So I'm not going to be doing a show with Mike and then Mike going to do a show with E. You know what I'm saying? It's dick sucking. So I don't, and I'm not saying Mike. I'm not saying Mike, We did a Sixers watch party. Now niggas doing Sixers watch. We really can't have shit to ourselves in this joint, respectfully, y'all. Niggas be talking about who niggas is lit and what niggas is do, but niggas really be dicky in my shit. Like I can't lie to you. I don't be, it's crazy. Like it is like an obsession, low key. And the crazy part is when I speak on it, niggas, instead of being like, damn, Froze, that's crazy, they start unzippering zippers and act like I'm the nigga who be dickying. Like I'm the nigga who be following a nigga around. Like niggas is literally like watching my shit and then going and doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like you won't see me do any shows with Mike P anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem with him. But that's why. If you asking, damn, what's up with the Mike P show? The nigga doing shows with Easy now. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not gonna do another show with another nigga because if I miss 2 times in a row, the nigga gonna be doing a show with Easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't call it out though, or you're wrong. You know how it is. Froze at work, but tuned in. Much love, Joe Smith. Good boy, weird as fuck. The URL Mike different. I don't have him. Mike's never did anything to me. You know what I'm saying? He's never did anything to me. And I'm not gonna create a problem because he fucking with a nigga I don't fuck with. I just can't move the way I wanted to move with me and his shit because of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. Others have publicly said that Mills told them about the offer before this went down. Froze, we watching the Organic interview. Did he drop a fucking interview? No, I'm not on no get down and lay down shit, Kid Stacks. No, I'm not. I swear to God, it ain't like that. Did you see the Smack interview? Wait, Organic interview or Smack interview? Cap just dropped it. All right, let me do my due diligence real quick. Me and Caps ain't friends, but we not enemies. Let me just give him a call on the gram, make sure he cool with it. If not, we'll. But let me do my due diligence, give Caps a call, make sure he okay with it. Nigga been watching the Temptations and shit for the last 48 hours and shit. Nigga been waking up in the middle of the night, going to piss and then walking back in the room and doing a little fucking 2-step bop and shit, the little Temptation step before I lay down and shit. I can't get the songs out of my fucking head. Them niggas was cold. Nah, Mo, I ain't trying to get niggas to not fuck with Mike. You know, and that's why I said I ain't talking about Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want y'all to be mad at Mike or call him a yik yuck or anything like that. I wanted y'all to be clear on why I wasn't gonna do a show with him. I thought you knew. No, Huey. I didn't know he did a video on it. I knew he spoke on it. This tweet is what I was going to speak about because this tweet led into Thesaurus going at ARP for his blog and what he said. You should have did your home first. Let me read. I'll give you Thesaurus. I gotta be honest with y'all. If there's one nigga I stopped liking in the last week, it's Thesaurus. I do not like this nigga. I ain't even gonna lie to you, and not for any particular reason. He is way more tough and shit talky in person on the internet than he is in person. He will say some shit on the internet where it's like, nigga, I done been around you. This ain't how you the fuck be talking at these bars and these hotel lobbies and shit like that. Why are you're like, the source be real loose on fucking Twitter. No bullshit. Like, I'm a check him when I sing on everything I love. Like, I swear to God I am. He been wildin'. You know, the Sixers and Celtics shit, that's a go. You know what I mean? But the nigga, the shit that he be saying, like, I don't be really appreciating his I don't really be appreciating his temperament and his browlicness online. I've been around niggas. On everything I love, I'm checking that shit out, that nigga. That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped going back and forth with him. I see him asking like, yo, what make you think you can call me a fucking dork and call me lames and all that shit on Twitter? I'm gonna be right here with him too. Like, picture the mic, like right here. What make you think you could just be calling me all types of dorks, lames, and goofs? Like that shit slang where you from or something like that? Because where I'm from is disrespectful. You be doing it a lot. And I just want to ask you, because it's okay. You a man, you allowed to say these things. But I just want to ask you now that I see you and Win on Twitter, like, do you think I'm a goof? Do you think I'm a punk? Like, do you think I'm a lame in real life? Like, do you think that? I just want to know. You know, I just want to know. That's all good. You know, I don't think I'm those things. I don't think he thinks I'm those things, but he's been saying shit like that. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, Froze, you not tough. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to be tough. This won't be the first time I approach a nigga about some shit he said online. I'm like that. I'm like that. If I've got an issue with you, I'm not comfortable walking by somebody. He wouldn't have the chance to snuff me. If he calls me any of those things to my face that I asked him about, I'd be doing the snuffing, not anybody else. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If he tell me I'm a punk, a lame, a goof to my face, I'm gonna steal him. I ain't on no tough guy shit. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm stealing him. Stealing him. Yeah, that's what we say when, I'm stealing him. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, yo, Ripple Man, you was on my dick yesterday. I'm glad you pulled up here. Hold on, yo. Let me get the Ripple Man real quick. He thought I didn't see him. He thought I didn't see him yesterday commenting on my Chud the Builder video. Don't kick him, please don't. I'm so glad you in here, Ripple. Ripple, you on my dick, bro. And you was commenting on my videos, hype as shit last night, and you didn't think I didn't peep them. I screenshotted all of them, too, because I be seeing you on my chat. And I was wondering what bothered you about me spreading awareness about a dude that is walking around antagonizing niggas and trying to get them to do something so he can then inflict harm on them. So what I did was I put a video together spreading awareness. I know I got fans in Tennessee. I know I got peoples in Tennessee. And I know this guy is going around and trying to antagonize people so he can hurt them. So what I did was I put a video out there and told people who he was. And you got on my YouTube, Dick Keaton, talking about how cringe it was that I'm talking about this, how corny it was, how I look talking about this, and completely missed the substance and the point and the reason on why I was doing the video, right? So, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And instead of just, you know, hearing the message, you know, you wanted to get in my comments and start spamming dick sucking ass comments and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you say I'm giving him more light, it lets me know you on my dick. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because academics spoke about him, Joe Budden spoke about him, MLE Chopper spoke about him, everybody, all the big bloggers are talking about him. Little old Piper Boy and little old Frozenberg ain't shedding no fucking light on a nigga that's viral. I was spreading awareness, right? I was spreading awareness, you know? So I just wanted, no, you let us talk about it. We're talking about you let them talk about it. No, you let us talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You let us talk about it. This ain't just no battle rap channel, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Let them talk about it. No, I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Fuck is you in here listening to it if you don't like it, if it's so cringe, right? Niggas be in them comments and be thinking I don't be seeing y'all. You can dick suck at somebody else in comment section and shit. Don't be in my shit every day and then spread misinformation and shit like that, nigga. I thought it was cringe that you was dick eating like that. That's what I thought. I thought that was cringe. Respectfully. Give a fuck about no battle rap, nigga. Was sending niggas some awareness, letting niggas know, yo, don't walk up on this nigga and try to be ignorant and just swing on him because he's some goofy, thick mustache ass white boy. He gonna bear spray you and he might kill you. And they might let him get away with it. Don't be that nigga. Don't be them. Toilet paper's in the chat for Ripple. Don't kick him. I want him to enjoy the show after we just douse him with 100 gallons of toilet paper. I don't want him to go anywhere. I want him to soak in the toilet paper. Love. Okay, my bad. So, fuck nigga be talking about, man. I think he might have deleted these tweets because he spoke to ARP. Oh, no, they didn't. All right. Cool. Okay. So, Thesaurus, he goes to the ARP. He says, you chose to blog lying on someone else's business when you could have just gotten the correct info yourself. Extremely corny. Last time I checked, ARP and Organik aren't friends. I don't think they're enemies, but I don't think they speak on the phone. Yes, they have, but I don't believe ARP and Organik are on speaking terms. I don't believe that. That doesn't mean they haven't spoke before. I'm not saying they have some beef, but I think Organik and ARP aren't on speaking terms, and don't speak like that. So when he says you chose to blog lying on someone else's business when you could have gotten the correct info yourself, extremely corny. ARP reacted to what Jay Mills said and put his own interpretation from his experience into the situation on between Jay Mills and Organik. So ARP responds, he says, buddy, I'm waiting to hear the lie. Yes, I chose to cover the topic. I cover battle rap topics that I find interesting 8 a.m. every single morning. I'm sure there'll be other topics some people like or dislike. Again, inform me on the lie. He responds, he says, Organik never made him any such offer. No battles on that beat format were 5 rounds. Mills is not worth $2,500 plus travel in Toronto. Just because you overpaid for someone and set a bad precedent doesn't mean others are obligated. So this is a friend. He doesn't have a problem with what ARP said. He had a problem with ARP just saying anything that didn't favor Organik, right? And I get it. ARP's my friend. But that wouldn't cloud my judgment on if I thought he was wrong, and I ain't too pussy to say I wasn't rocking with what ARP said or did if I felt that way. That's not friends. Friends isn't protecting and defending your friend in every situation, no matter if they're right or wrong. Right? A friend is being able to defend your friend and telling behind the scenes, hey, yo, that wasn't right. But also, a friend can't get mad if I say, hey, nah, ARP said what? Yeah, nah, I actually see it a different way. I disagree. Damn, bro, you gonna tell niggas you disagree? I should be allowed to disagree. But I don't have to reprimand my friend in front of anybody for your pleasure. I don't. And just because you haven't seen me reprimand my friend or go at my friend for something that I thought he was wrong about doesn't mean I didn't do it. Right? And people mistake the fact that they didn't have the privilege of seeing two friends cover something privately and just assume that it didn't happen. But no, that's not how it works. I don't have to tell my friend he's wrong for your satisfaction. It's not how friendship works. Thesaurus isn't worth $2,500 anywhere in America, anywhere in Canada, in Africa, in Ireland, or China. He's not worth $2,500 anywhere, right? So him talking about Mills like this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like Organik has been a throw-on card guy for the latter part of 10 years. And anytime he gets a fucking headline, it's the good old King of the Dot favor. I don't know why he's talking like he's so fucking popping out here in America or Canada. Literally, he's too emotionally invested in this. So, what information did we get from Organik to combat anything that Jay Mills said? Outside of the Beasley tried to pay me $50,000, which I think is hard to believe. I don't want to say Mills is lying. Very hard to believe that. I haven't ever heard. I've heard people say Mills an asshole, Mills arrogant, Mills cocky. I never heard nobody say Mills is a liar. I'm not saying he is or he's not. I don't know him that well. But I've never heard nobody come out from around him and be like, yo, that nigga Mills be lying, bro. Has anybody else heard that? Because I want to stand corrected if the people have heard that and I missed it. I've never heard a nigga say, yo, Mills is a fucking liar. He be lying. You don't gotta like a nigga, like what he stand for, like what he talk about, like his temperament, how cocky he is, his ego, whatever. Those are all personal reasons to not like somebody. But I never heard nobody say he was lying. 50,000 is the only thing he said. To me, that sounds a little questionable. Right? That sounds a little questionable. So when he says Organik paid me $2,500 to try to do 5 rounds in Toronto on beat, why would that be hard to believe? Why would that be so hard to believe? Why would we expect Organik to come out and put the facts out? Organik don't be blogging. Organik don't be doing lives. Like, he might do an interview here and there, but, like, he don't have some channel. He just goes up and addresses, like, how ARP goes live, how Smack goes live on Twitch. We don't see Organik doing that crazy. Right? So my whole thing is, if we get Jay Mills' side of the story and we don't know Organik to do any of the things I just said, we're covering the side that we heard. We can't look at it or cover it from Organik's lens outside of speculation until he speaks. And then they'll say shit like, yeah, these guys are in the market for clicks. Asshole, that's the job. The fuck are you talking? Y'all say that like it's some type of fucking asterisk against a nigga character or something like that because he's doing media. That's the game, clicks. That's what ESPN does. That's what Fox does. It's clicks. Now, there's a moral part where you can get really nasty with clickbaiting and shit like that, but we're all in the market for clicks. Why niggas without no YouTube channels and don't get no subs or nothing like that be like, yeah, niggas do it for the clicks. You would do it for the clicks if you thought your page would pop. You know what I mean? So it's like, what other information did we have to go off of to speak on the topic outside of what Mills put on blast? So yeah, of course, if Organik comes out and he speaks on it, which they just said he did on Cap's show, Cap's just released it, of course we're going to revisit it and then, listen to his side, fill in some blanks on his side and stuff like that. Y'all motherfuckers just act like we were supposed to just shut the fuck up and then wait for Organik to speak on it. You niggas speak on anything you want to. Thesaurus, I'll see you get on there, call somebody the F word, a French baguette, a pedophile based off of the politics and who they voted off of. That's the shit you be doing. I see it all. I could scroll up and down Thesaurus' fucking timeline right now and find you 20 times in the last week he's called somebody a MAGA supporting Fig Newton pedophile. Never met him or nothing. Strictly off their politics, that's how he talking to niggas. Some shit that I got his teeth rearranged in person. He does it all the time. right? You don't be having all the information. You'll call somebody a pedophile because they voted for somebody. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're not no fucking moral scale here. You're defending Organik. That's your buddy. That's it. Like, that's all you're doing. You're not even using the facts. You're just strictly defending your buddy. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. Nobody want to hear that shit you talking about, bro. Always running your fucking mouth, too. And you be the nicest person in the world, in fucking person, and be talking way too fucking much for me on Twitter. Like, yucky. Motherfucker voted for Trump, so he's a Fig Newton, P word, and not the ussy one, just because he voted for him. Now, I don't like the nigga either. Everybody who vote for him ain't a fucking pedophile, bro. Fuck that. That's what you think? What are you, 5? You know? Corniest nigga ever, bro. I never realized how fucking corny that nigga was until I seen him on fucking Twitter. Fucking goof. He's fucking... And then niggas got mad when he said guest in the culture. Like, that's the first time they heard it. So Eminem could say he the guest in the culture, but Mills say Organik is. Now everybody in a fucking uproar about that. I ain't fucking super fond of Mills either. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Just because Eminem got done sold more albums than any motherfucking body. He done made more money than any fucking rapper. He done did more than damn near 99% of the motherfucking field in hip hop. Your accomplishments don't change you being a fucking guest. It does not. I don't know why motherfuckers got offended. Like, Organik's rap sheet and everything he did in battle rap changes that fact. It fucking doesn't. And I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. You ain't from done watching Frozen. Well, be done watching me. I don't give a fuck. That's fair. That is a fucking fair point. That's not a knock towards Organik. That doesn't question anything he did to this culture. That doesn't put in question any of his contributions to the culture. But Mills saying he's a guest in the culture, it's not the fucking first time we heard that. And why niggas got all butthurt? Like, oh, nah, that's crazy. No, it's not crazy. No, it's not. No, the fuck it's not crazy. You just didn't like how it was delivered. He didn't deliver it in a nice way. Right? He didn't deliver it the way you liked it, so it offended you. But sometimes the truth can be offensive. Sometimes the truth can be a little bitter. You know? My beard patchy as shit. Sometimes I comb it out and look right. Motherfucker walk by me, ew, his beard nasty. It's the truth. I might not like it, but this is the way my beard is. That hurt, but it's the truth. My beard nasty. Little patchy ass fucking, you know what I mean? Shit look like horse. This shit look like fucking hair on a fucking pair of horse testicles just hanging off a nigga chin. Scraggly as shit. Can't fill in the patches for nothing. No matter what oil, what comb, the roller, don't nothing work. Don't nothing work. So the truth is my beard patchy as shit. Nigga might say that to me, it's gonna offend me. But it don't mean it's not the fucking truth. He ain't had to say it like that. Now, he'd have walked up to me and was like, hey, man, what kind of beard cream you use? Oh, XYXG. Okay, yeah, man, I see your shit patchy and shit like that, man. I want to help you out. I'm a barber and shit. So, yeah, you want to use this, use that, get the oil, the clove oil and shit like that, hit it like that. Now, the nigga just still told me my beard was patchy, but that wasn't offensive. The way he just told me. He started giving me suggestions and shit like, you know what I'm saying? So, there was still the same fucking message. One was just one had some spikes on it. All right? I understood where he was coming from with that. You know? Once you're a staple in this culture, you're no longer a guest. You're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, respectfully. Off topic real quick, our team, the Sixers, lost. Now you got on a New York hat. What we doing, Froze? Reverse psychology. This is a Yankees hat. It's reverse psychology. All right? Also, I went out to field day. I knew I was going to sweat in this motherfucker. I wanted to stink it up, right? Sweat in it. I wanted to violate it. Y'all don't know, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to throw that shit right to the side, never wear it again. It's a ritual here. Y'all trust me. All right? Trust me. Fucking trust me here. You know I ain't no turkey, and y'all know I'm Philly the fuck out. Trust me, nigga. This ain't a Yankee, it's a stanky. I got it. If my shit wasn't crazy under here, you know what I mean? I'd do it now on camera. No diddy. Now, A-Warp been thinking I've been calling him for the last 3 days, ducking my calls to get tickets to the game, and I really just wanted a fucking prayer. So I'm going to text him right now. Kimsey. Sorry, Mama Ward, if you're watching. Hold on. All right. So if you come into someone's house as a guest, but you end up living there for 5 years, you're still a guest? Shouldn't you be considered a resident at that point? Unfortunately, this isn't real estate, but here, I'll give you another analogy. Let's use yours, but just actually generalize it a little bit more. You go rent a house for 10 years and a pipe burst in the basement. The furnace went out. You replaced the stove. You put a volleyball net up outside. You build a tree house in the tree, and then your landlord comes and lets you know in 6 months he's selling the house. You got 6 months to go. Or you're still just renting. You're still a guest in that person's house. Doesn't matter that you fixed the furnace. Doesn't matter that you put the volleyball net up. Doesn't matter that you put a fucking tree house up in the backyard. It ain't your house. It ain't your house. Respectfully. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. It's nice. I love the furnace. Yeah, this fucking this tree house is nice. I'm gonna keep it. Probably gonna upcharge the next people and put it into, you know, the price now. Yeah. 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 So, you know, you can live somewhere all you want and do everything, and if you don't own it, you don't own it. You know, that's my house. Thank you for all the work you put in. I'm selling it now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not questioning anything that he has introduced a nation to battle rap. He has. He has. When in 1996, when you were hearing Tupac and Biggie albums, what Canadian hip hop rappers were on your radar back in '96? Just anybody can name a few. Go ahead. I'll wait. Yeah, well, like back in '96 when you was listening to Pac and shit like that, Wu-Tang and all that, early '90s and shit like that, KRS-One and shit like that, Four Niggas Was Born and shit. Who was the Canadian rappers I was listening to back then in the early '90s? Who was cooking back then? No, I'm asking for some information. Yeah. I wasn't so inform me. You're not answering his question. He's right. You're still not a guest to answer. You're still not a guest to answer his question. If you've been living in a place for 5 years, you are no longer a guest. Point blank, period. He thought he cooked with the point blank, period. If you're living with somebody for 5 years, get your shit together, you fucking bum. The fuck are you talking about? If your grown ass adult is living with somebody, like it ain't a wife, it ain't a, like, get out your sister crib, bro. The fuck is you talking about? You are a guest. You've overstayed your welcome. Your grown ass is staying in your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your grandma house. Give your mom her fucking crib. Give your sister her crib. She want to get dick down too. Give her some fucking privacy. You are a guest, nigga. Yes, you are. You're just an overstayed guest. You know what I mean? You know, you're right. You're right. You're not a guest. If you stay at somebody's house, if you stay at somebody else's house as an adult for 5 years, you're right. You're not a guest. You're a fucking burden. Yeah. You are right. Now you're right. You're a burden. Like, yeah, you are right. You're not a guest. You in the fucking way. Yeah, you were in the way. Get them people they fucking crib back. Nigga thought he cooked with the point blank period. I can't stand when men do that. Point blank period. Like, what? Like, nigga, you don't go get your nails and toes done? You tripping. You tripping. I don't think that ideology is as negative as y'all making it think. Think about it, right? When he says you should be happy with any offer anybody gives you, you should appreciate it. I mean, that's not necessarily true. Maybe Organik was coming from a good place, even though he maybe have felt like that number was official. You know, but like, nah, he don't have to be appreciative of any offer he was given. Like, this ain't a fucking dictatorship. This ain't a, you should be lucky I even offered you anything. Like, that's another way of saying that. Shit, Tua, you acting, I don't know why you squinting your face at the 2,500. You should be happy I offered you anything. It's kind of how somebody could take that. That's how Mills took it. Shit, you should just be happy at any offer I gave you. Be lucky I gave you an offer, nigga. Now ain't nobody gonna want to spend no money with you. And it's just like, oh. So I get it. I get it. So Eminem is a guest in hip hop. But you missed that whole soliloquy tweet? I used M as an example. Yeah, I used M as an example. He even said he's a guest. He said he's a guest. He literally said it himself. Yes. Yeah, he was one of the greatest. You know? And because Eminem understands it. Eminem understands it. He gets it. Out it like this. M is the go-to guest. I thought we had a good example yesterday. I mean, we are all. We're guests in the anime culture. We literally are. Doesn't matter how much you like Death Note, how much Dragon Ball Z you watched, how much motherfucking I don't give a fuck if you Yu-Gi-Oh or fucking Scoogy-Oh. It don't matter. We're guests in the anime culture. Ralph, what's up? I'm live, Brody. Nah, you straight. I noticed you wasn't in the motherfucking chat. Everything straight? All right, bet. Okay, I'll call you as soon as I get off this joint. All right. You guys are taking guests as some type of bad thing because of the way Mills delivered it. But Mills was speaking on that in the sense of a response to, you should be happy that I offered you anything. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like listen, I ain't cool with Organik, and I'm not cool with Mills. Do I need to say that for y'all to understand that I don't give a fuck who right or wrong? I'm just calling it based off my opinion, right? I don't know either one of these niggas more. I might even know Organik a little more. You know what I'm saying? So it's born in race/culture. You ever see the video where they asked they were asking Denzel about a fucking movie, and he made a point. He was saying like there was a film director, I think his name is like Mark Scorsese or some shit like that. I don't know how to fucking pronounce his name. But he was saying like, all right, like one guy was like Italian, right? So he would understand the culture of like a mob movie rather than this other great producer who was Jewish or something like that. It's not that he couldn't make the mob movie, but like obviously this fucking this Italian who has been around, it's more layered, understand language, and the boy didn't understand what he was saying. So he said, you know, and I know what it's like to what it smell like when a hot comb hit the back of that neck and that grease start to fucking bubbling. We know that smell, right? You know what's going on by this. That's culture, right? That's culture. I don't know if that helps you understand like it anymore. Like it wasn't no white people in the 70s and 80s, you know, break dancing in the middle of Harlem, you know, around graffiti sprayed fire hydrants and shit like that. Like that, you know, like that was a specific thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that helps you understand. You know what I'm saying? Tweet, you're never gonna walk in Heather's house in a fucking suburb of Wichita or a fucking suburb of Tuscaloosa and smell some fucking hair grease on a hot comb with Heather and Margaret. You just not. You're not gonna smell that in their house. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know. I've never walked in any of my white friends' house and smelled no Fabuloso on the stove, nigga. Like, I just haven't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like that. Like, in Ascension, it's like, essentially, it's that thing of ours type mentality. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that white people can't be a part of it, or it doesn't mean black people can't be a part of Asian, you know, it doesn't mean they can't be a part of Asian culture. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that. It just means that you're a guest in the culture. Like, and it doesn't mean that you're not more informed about something. Tuscaloosa and Wichita are very funny names to me, so I use them as in a comical way. Yeah. You know, sometimes I'll throw out North Dakota or something like that. It just sounds East Bumblefuckish. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use those names. It's nothing against Tuscaloosa. It's nothing against Wichita. They're actually two cities I've never been to. You know what I mean? So when I use those towns as a reference, it's East Bumblefuckish. Then you wonder why battle rap hasn't evolved. Well, it has evolved. There's a $1 billion company that came in and put $50 million into it. It went from street corners to venues to big stages to pay-per-views. Sure, it has evolved. Has it peaked? Maybe, another topic. But evolved? You're wrong. It has evolved. Yeah, that for sure has evolved. You know, peaked and evolved, though, are two different things. Like, even if you just, like, if you just go to King of the Dot, I think they were the first people to bring Drake out for the DNA and Disaster battle, right? That had a lot to do with Drake going over, getting in the battle rap, going over to the URL and shit like that. I didn't get a chance to talk to Caps, so I don't want to just play Caps footage all the way through. I maybe can play a piece of it and then and you know, send people over there, but let me see if I can cue it up real quick.
Yo, shout out to the whole Egg Fair movement. What up, man? Y'all good? Man, I'm good. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I got a fire blog for y'all. I'm going to ask one question in a couple of minutes. I want y'all.
Oh, I hold on. Did Organic pull up? Okay, here it goes. 45 minutes ago. Copy.
Organic.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Caps?
Oh shit. Organic got that Chud the Builder mustache. We see Organic versus Mills set it up. I knew Caps was gonna give an interview to Caps. Dan, why Dre Dennis called a shot. Dan talk battles. Caps knows his history.
Yo, my guy, how you doing, man? Hey, I appreciate you calling up. Every time you pull up, they say we have a fire in.
No one knows what's going on in your own head for how you value yourself. So if you ask for an offer, someone sends you an offer, you don't agree, cool, that's it. But to go online and bash them after, how is anybody going to feel comfortable sending offers your way if they think you're just going to take it, run online and bash them? You know what I mean? No one can understand your personal perceived value. That's a personal thing. And this is me saying I respect Mills. I'm a fan of.
Real quick before we keep going, I'm not gonna play this whole blog. In the first 40 seconds, Organics, I understand where he's coming from. In the sense of you didn't like the offer, instead of asking for another offer, you know, you run to the internet and tell the offer. But I actually did the same thing with URL in 2012, and it's why I haven't, it's part of the reason why I haven't been on URL in 10 years. That's what I did. I did my 2-year contract. Beasley offered me another 2-year contract for $900 per battle. I felt disrespected, put it on Twitter, and you know, it caused a lot of issues. So he's not the only person that gets upset about money being put out on Twitter if you don't like the offer. Y'all mind if I take a dab real quick? Y'all ain't judging, right?
Mills. You know how long I grew up in battle rap?
Yeah.
You don't respect me? Fuck you. I get respect from the rappers you look up to. Like, I know Mills bars from, you know, that shit was my MSN name as a kid, bro. You know what I mean? So this is not like I'm trying to shit on Mills. And here's a funny thing. If you actually go to my first response to him, no one even responded to it for 24 hours.
Okay.
Right? I responded and I didn't quote it, so none of my followers seen it, nothing like that. I was just saying, like, bro, like, personally, any offer should be appreciated. If someone's coming to you, valuing your services, asking, you know, showing interest in your services, that should be appreciated. Whether you guys can come to an agreement or not, it's still like a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I've never even had a conversation with Mills myself, ever. The offer came from who I work with, Canova Capone, you know what I mean? And he was gauging interest, trying to see what we can make happen for World Dom. Day 2 is the beatdown event. Now, the stuff that we're saying, there is no 5-round battles. When the fuck has King of the Dot ever done a 5-round battle?
Oh, it wasn't 5 rounds?
Go on King of the Dot's channel and try to find me a 5-round fucking battle right now. Ever. I have the emails. I can show you. It's 2 90-second rounds and a third round 3 times 8 bars, which equals in total 4 minutes of rapping.
Come on, Mills. Come on, Mills. Where did the 5 rounds come from then? Right? That's like a key point here. 2,500 for 5 rounds is crazy. That's what we were all saying. Where'd the 5 rounds coming at it that was never offered? 3 rounds, 90-second rounds, 2,500 sounds like a good fucking deal for that. Respectfully. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2 90 seconds and an 8-bar freestyle, 2,500 sound like easy work. Now here's the thing. I ain't going to pick that the fuck up. You know, 35, 45 might think about it, but 2,500 to go to Canada, it's a bitch going across to other countries. That'd be the only reason I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? But like, if Gates of the Garden called me, like, cause they right in Jersey, I might go. I'm going to pick that 2,500 up. I am. No, respectfully, I am. Little 90 seconds. Now headlining the card changes things too.
The whole thing. Plus, you get 25% pub master, 50% of the writing masters when we release it on all DSP platforms, because these are battles on beats. So everybody that battled on the platform, they get pub and masters. They own ownership in the content. So it's not just a flat fee. There's back end stuff that comes with it. You get to bring your producer to the table. You get to bring promotion on that side. You know what I mean? And I don't know what to say.
Where did 5 rounds come from?
Good question, Caps. Good question, Caps. You know, you catch a lot of slack. I've given you slack. We've had our back and forth over time and shit like that. You get drunk, you get a little crazy and shit like that. But when Caps on his ones and twos, I don't know if it's too many niggas better than him. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give him his credit. Like when he on his shit, though, it ain't too many niggas fucking with Caps. Like he'll give a good interview. Which is a great question. You know, where the 5 rounds come in. But he also made another good point. That hold on.
The producer to the table, you get
the 50% publishing. That's some new shit. I don't even know what that means. I don't know how they would do that. And because of the YouTube views or nothing, but 50% of the writing credits and shit like that, you know, maybe that could be lucrative if you lit.
to bring promotion on that side. You know what I mean? And I don't know what to say.
Where did 5 rounds come from?
Who knows, brother? You know what I mean? Who knows?
Okay,
Go on our channel and try to find a battle with 5 fucking rounds. We've never done that. If you go look at Reed Dollars versus Jazz, that was the exact concept we're doing. It's 2 90-second rounds and 3 times 8 bars as the third round. It's a 9-minute battle, Reed Dollars versus Jazz the Rapper. 9 minutes long. Why the fuck would I be paying people like they're up here doing 5-minute a cappella rounds? You know what I mean? Like it's a concept of an event that we were doing for the first time ever. It's a battles on beats in Toronto for the first time ever. We're reaching out to people, seeing who want to get down, who want to be involved, if people want to or not. Cool, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of battle fans, when they're throwing around numbers, it's like, y'all really don't understand the economics of this shit. There's 2 people in a battle. If 2 people, let's just say the numbers are 2,500, then you have flights and travels. That's going to be about another $1,000 each. Okay, now we're at about 3,500 each. That's $7,000. Respectfully, right? Due diligence on YouTube right now. What are J Mill's last 2 battle rap views? How many people were in the crowd when he battled Mark One?
You mean battling wise, not on beat, but battling wise,
and on beat, whatever it is. The last 2 things, because you got to remember, this offer was made in January. He only had like 2 diss songs out at this time.
Oh, this was in January.
Yeah, so
but you know what though? He was bombing on DNA good.
He was. Listen, I'm not gonna take away from that, brother. I'm a fan of the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you ask people to make an offer, we're gonna go do our due diligence with analytics, right? We got to go see how many people in the crowd when you doing an event anywhere. If there's 30 people in the crowd, okay, this is in your hometown. There's only 30 people out. How many people are going to come out to see you in Canada that don't know? You know what I mean? So we got to judge how many tickets you're going to sell, how many views are you getting on your battles. So do me a favor right now, his battle versus Marv One. Go on ChatGPT, ask what the YouTube revenue is for 31,000 views.
I used to go to ChatGPT.
All right, so what he's doing now isn't quite fair, in my opinion. 31,000 views in YouTube are skewed for multiple reasons, right? That's not considering memberships, gifts, super chats, any like odds of membership gain, right? There's a lot of things that go into what you can actually make off of 30,000 YouTube views. I think the important thing is to understand that, pardon me, you can't ignore the metrics that he's doing on his own channel, because if we're going off of the last 2 battles that J Mills had, they're low viewed, so low that respectfully from a pay-per-view ticket sale standpoint, 2,500 would be hard to be justified. So I guess what I'm saying is Organik can't then say, well, go look at his last 2 battles. In the sense of that's why we gave him 2,500. And then not consider all the views that he's been getting on his actual channel, which would probably be the real reason why y'all even offered him 25. See, the 25 couldn't have been based off of what you just said, because that was a dig. So you use the traction off of his YouTube channel to come up with that number, but then use his battle numbers to justify the low. I called it. Nah. Niggas just, niggas just be thinking niggas just gonna be able to flow shit past niggas and like, nah, stop it. I figured that one out in 30 seconds. That wasn't even that difficult. Hang on. You can't say, well, I mean, go look at his last views. Why would we pay him more than $2,500 if you go look at his last views? Well, his last views don't equal those is fucking amateur battle numbers if we're gonna be respectful. You know what I mean? So the reason why you came from is the 80,000 he been doing on the music videos and those 25 he been doing on those blogs just talking. Yeah, I don't know if I can let that one slide. Well, I don't know if I can let that one slide. Yeah. So, because he would be saying that if he just went off of his battle views, off his last two, that was the numbers he gauged to give him 2,500. I know Organik's no idiot. Chat, help me out. What was Mills' last two battles? I'd like to answer his question. J Mills versus Skis. Was that this one? Was one of them right here? Full effect battles? Was that one of them? Organik trying to play dumb. He know he could check Social Blade and gauge Mills' value. That's what he did. 2,500 is definitely low ball for the main event for another industry rapper. Was that the case in Jan Froze? Well, we're about to check that right now. It's a good question, Ralph. Okay, I just want to know. Okay, so here's J Mills versus Skis. That came out a year ago. Okay. Now, if I'm wrong, help me out. It looks like the next one would be this John one on the bullpen 2 years ago. Was it real name? Oh, was it real name Brandon? Hold on. J Mills versus real name Brandon. That was 2 years ago, too. Okay, last second C, 2 years ago. J Mills versus real name Brandon. And then J Mills versus Skis. And then the one before that was J Mills versus John. So what I would gauge from them three videos, let's use all three of them. It's fair to. This versus Skis, I mean, these views aren't great at all. That's fair. Right? But T-Top only did 19,000, which is their highest view battle. We know T-Top get more views than that, right? Chef Trez did 7.6 on that league. We know Chef Trez more of a name than 7.6 thousand, right? Follow me, y'all. Loso, he didn't even crack 5,000. Danny Myers didn't crack 6,000. Fonz didn't crack 9,000. Well, what does all that mean, Froze? We know that even though these views are fucking nasty, this is not the correct gauge to gauge the names that are attached to these videos. We've been around here a little longer. Now, respectfully, shout out to, what's this page called? Because we definitely not about to shit on nobody. Shout out to Full Effect Battles. I've never heard of them in my life. This is the first time, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lead this up for y'all for a little bit, show some love to y'all. I'm going to check out a couple of these battles, too, because, I've never heard anything good or bad about y'all. So you know what I owe y'all? Fair shade. Shout out to Full Effect Battles. We're not going to shit on no new league who's just been working for 2 years. They trying to get it right. I can respect that. Shout out to them. I'm going to find out what city they in, too. So this league ain't off the ground yet. All right? This league is not off the ground yet. I'll roll over it again. And here's the thing. I'm not saying T-Top is top tier. I would not let nobody call T-Top mid-tier. I won't go for it. Now, in today's battle rap, let's be clear, y'all. It's because the fucking numbers are skewed right now. In today's battle rap, it's hard to feel like it's more than 3 to 5 niggas top tier. It feel like everybody fucking mid tier at this point, right? And not from a glitz and glamour standpoint, just from an interest standpoint. The whole fucking culture feel mid right now, right? Everything feel mid. So it's hard to say, you know, a bunch of these names is top tier, but just using the metric system and the thought process on how we think about it, if you know, you know, top tier. All right. Fonz is like right on that in-between line, no, but Fonz floats, right? Chef Trez, come on, man. Chef Trez is a great battler. Does he have the biggest brand? No, but if T-Top was acting like this over there 25 and shit like that, we would all say low ball, low ball. Low ball, low ball. Mills, 8.3. Mills did more views than Loso. Mills did more views than Danny Myers. Mills did more views than Saga. And Mills did more views than Chef Trez on the same video that you were trying to say is a low output of views. With your extensive knowledge of the game, what would you consider to be a respectful offer from Organik to Mills? Okay, God damn it, that's a great question, Ralph. Shitting me? I'm over here trying to cook up something and you want to throw scallions in the fucking frying pan from the side and shit. Froze, add that, get a little garlic in there too, Froze. You get them bay leaves in there? Okay, a little bay leaves in there. I'm over here whipping this shit the fuck up. Ralph over there just chucking scallions in this shit. A little Brussels sprouts in there too, Froze. They fuck with them. All right. So, hold on. I want to tie this all in, though. Full effect battles. Definitely going to support y'all. Shout out to y'all. And then real name Brandon, you know, he's not really a big view battler either. You see him on a solid Shrug Life network, a solidified YouTube channel with John. All right, he do 264. That's solid numbers. I'm going to answer your question, Ralph. But then when you go here, though. But then when you go here, because this is important to go here, it matters. It matters. It really does. The offer was made in January, right? That's what was said, right? The offer was made in January. That's important to know. That's important to know. That's important to know. All right? Because I'm trying to drive a point here, and in real time, if I'm wrong, I'll completely be like, oh, nah, so far so good, y'all. This shit's still locking. Yeah, hold on. This shit's still locking because he dropped DNA, Never Been Outside in November. November 4th. The whole month of November, December. And January. So we bare minimum had 2 months of J Mills cooking. He did $250,000 on this motherfucker right here. That's his channel. Well, $250,000. He didn't have 30K subs at the time, neither. He did $250,000 dolo. Like, you know, you want to give the credit to Ron Browse now, you know? So we got $250,000 right there. Then he doubled down the next month. This still within the threshold because you said January. So we still before January. Here go another 180K. He just doubled down right after that, did another hundo 76. We still in the 5-month mark before your January deadline, 140. 6 months before that, 116 on a blog. On a blog, he did 100K on a blog. 18-minute blog, he did a bean ski. 6 months ago, spin the block, DNA this, another hun bun. This was 3 months ago. We can't gain that. Hold on. Let's look for some more 6 and 5 month work. Uh-oh, found some more. 80,000 DNA this. 6 month work for 5 month work. 5 month, 58,000 is in a blog. Froze, what the fuck do all this mean? I'm about to tell you. Are you telling me Are you telling me with a straight face, anybody in here listening, are you telling me that that million worth of views that I just showed you in a 2-month span, a million, that's what it was, blogs and music videos in a 2-month span, a million views that nigga did. You can say with an honest and straight face that you feel like Organik or his team factored that in 0 to the offer they made. Because you can't say, go look at his last 2 battles. You see how many views they did? Go look at it. You see, I'm not even going to say it. Just go look. And then leave out that he put out an M on his own channel with blogs and music videos. Remember, you're not booking him for an acapella battle like regular shit. You booking him for on beat. He got 1 million worth of views on some on beat shit at that time. Are you telling me you're saying he factored that in 0 to the money that was offered when he's downplaying now how many views he got in his last 2 battles? Well, where did the $2,500 offer come from at all then? His channel. His channel. This ain't shots at Organik. This ain't shots at Mills. This ain't sticking up for Organik. This ain't sticking up for me. This is fucking obvious. Not even a conversation. So respectfully, and I already know Caps conducted a good interview. I've saw enough. I'll go finish watching it, but I saw enough. I'm glad we caught that early in the interview. That because for me that puts everything in question. It puts everything in question. Well, hang on here. We can't offer a nigga $2,500. It's really $1,700 our dollars. It's $2,500 your dollars, nigga. We ain't even fucking make a big deal about that. Cause niggas ain't even really, you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't really make a big deal about that. 25 Canadian too. We got, if that's the case, we a little under the 2,500 piece. All right. I can't say with certainty, but I find it very hard to believe that whoever came up with the conversation on the King of the Dot side to say, yo, let's go book Mills for on beat battle. I don't care what the event is, any of that, right? We want to book him. And they use no metrics or no consideration from his personal YouTube channel to come up with that number. I actually would say I feel like that's exactly where they got the number they got at all. Especially when he's on an interview now saying, go look at his last 2 views. They're very low. You know, I took that as like, this was kind of like a favor offer for Mills. If we're going to keep it a bean, go look at his views real quick. Yeah, it was his backhandling his Mills as Mills took it. Is Mills really wrong now when you see him saying that? Or do we pardon, are we pardoning Organik because he getting his clap back? Like, what are we talking about here? I mean, the first 2 minutes of this interview kind of justified Mills feeling like, nah, y'all was trying to play me. I just said it, and you ain't like that I said it. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying it justifies him feeling that way. Mills didn't have to go on there and say, man, them niggas offered me a 4-digit number. He didn't have to. That's fair. 2 things can be right. I'm with Organik on that. I get it. Battle League owners don't like that shit. And bros tell me it's unprofessional all the time, and I get that standpoint. 2 things can be right. It don't gotta always be somebody all way right and somebody all way wrong. You know, they was wrong on that. Mills didn't have to say that. Mills gave him a pretty in-depth reason why he was declining the battle on King of the Dot, though. You know? So I think that, but I think to understand where Organik is coming from that standpoint is fair. You know? But respectfully, oh, now to answer your super chat, Ralph, you said, well, my knowledge and experience, what would have been a good offer for Mills? Okay, let's do it like this. If I had a solidified platform, I was going to throw an event, on beat, off beat, irrelevant, actually very relevant, and I wanted Mills to headline it. Well, you know what? That actually, I'll make you a part of it. Ralph, I would have called you, and then I would have probably tried to gauge what you thought the budget was, and then I probably would have said, I feel like we can't go at Mills right now at this moment. Some on beat battle shit, like or off beat, different conversation. On beat though, he might turn down a pound, which is 5. So I'd probably be comfortable doing 65 to 10 bands on the high end, 65 on the low end, going at him in that range, see where his mind's at, and then see if that's anywhere in the ballpark to see if he'll dance. But you know, but that would be me. I'm not saying he's not worth more. I like that with me and my folks, I'd be like, yo, because I'm trying to sell pay-per-view. I feel like Mills' fan base is hot right now. I feel like they swearing by him. The views, the numbers is there. It ain't all haters. He got fans. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, also, Ralph, when he says he turned down the 50 from Beasley, if I would have been privy to that information, I would have said, yo, let's not even call him. You know? So, you know, because I would have been, if I wouldn't have known he said I turned down 50 and I was on the phone with you or a sponsor and you was like, yo, look, Froze, I mean, I think the 10 is cool. I would have been like, yeah, we got 10? We could give him 10? I think he'll take the 10. If I didn't know he said I turned down 50, I'd have been walking around like, yeah, nigga, we ready to book Mills. We got a dime piece. Let's do it. You shitting me? Hey, yo, I'd have been swore Mills was going to take the 10 piece all day. I might have even been like, shit, look, I'm going to go 85 to see where, yeah, because shit, he might say 9 and then boom, we moved a little other stack that we was going to give him anyway. Hotel, we first classing now. Hotel, nice little fucking flight, and then we get everything done for 10. Let's do it. 9K purse, 1K, you know, room and board. That's how I'd have tried to pull it off. But if we gave him 10, we'd have been cool with paying the 11, including the flight and hotel. So we wouldn't have tripped. You know what I mean? But they were talking about 50% of your masters and shit like that. But masters of what? Are they iTuning this? They dropping it as an album? They putting it on, like, what we talking about here? Just some YouTube residuals? Like, what? You know, I got to get some more information on that. I got to get some more information on that. You know? But if I was selling pay-per-views and shit like that, yeah. Thinking on some on-beat shit, I would have tried to, but I also would have had Mills, because I would have honored and respected what he was doing on his channel, was trying to book him. So I would have put in contract, like, yo, how much you want your deposit to be? You know what I mean? We only trying to go to 30% deposit and shit like that. But I could do 30% up front, and then the other, do the 70% for the second half, or I need you to do at least, how many weeks is it to the battle? Okay, so we got 4 weeks to the battle. I need 8 videos with something being in your title. That's only 2 videos a week. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about the event, promoting, maybe talking shit about your opponent. Maybe not even talking about it, but just having it as your backdrop is something like that. I would have tried to help him use his platform to also, you know, make this be a thing. I would have wanted him to get his fans excited about it and shit like that, because that's what we were attacking. Battle rap fans, but his fan base. He's our headliner. We want his fan base to roll in the door. Mills think he up with Mook and Lux. He ain't done enough to turn down a 50-pack. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like an explanation for that. I don't think we're owed it, but I mean, actually, I could argue that we're owed it in the sense that he said it in a blog and shit like that. You know what I mean? I always feel like, you know, in most cases, don't say something you don't want to answer. You don't want to have to answer for. You know what I mean? If you don't want questions about something that's going to make somebody you know curious, then don't put it out there, because that's a mistake. You know what I mean? So, and I think we all do it at times, but you got to be cognizant of that. Like, don't say something and be like, don't ask me about, yeah, I turned down 50K. If I got a super chat right now from a blog that I said that 2 days ago, like, yo, what made you turn down the 50K, Froze? Man, fuck out of it. Don't ask me about that. Mind your business. It's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of do want to know, like, damn, what made you turn down the 50 piece? Because, like, are you sitting out for 100? What's the price? Like, is it a price, or are you just saying, nah, I ain't really doing live shows right now, which is okay? You know what? Mills ain't worth 5K a battle. Sorry, not sorry. I don't think you got to be sorry to feel that way as a fan. I don't think you got to be sorry about that. I think the sorry, not sorry kind of makes it look like you shitting on a nigga rather than just saying, man, I don't think Mills worth 5K. I respect that. Like, that's a your feeling. What he feels like he's worth is you know, totally up to him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you entitled to feel like he's not worth a 5-piece. I don't think that's shitting on him. I will say that I think the attention that he has gotten on his channel is something to consider if you're booking him for a performance. Like, you can't say, nah, he get all these views over there, but that ain't battle rap. That's the fuck it is. Sure it is. Nigga, I looked at those titles, all them views, and they ain't had nothing but battle rapper names in the title. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it ain't in-ring battling, but it's definitely a branch of what we do here. We blog on it. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think 5 is disrespectful. If you pay for my food, stay, etc., really not that bad at all. His channel ain't views, and views don't mean much because it's battle fans views his diss tracks. Yeah, but wasn't they trying to book him for a battle event? My bad, Tweet. Wasn't they trying to book him for a battle event? All right. Y'all crazy. What you know about hot Cheetos and cream cheese? That's all me and my friends need. That's disgusting, besides himself. What you know about cookies and cream milk? That used to be served in my cafeteria in high school. Yeah. They feeding you poison. When you got a wave, niggas want to get on board. Shout out to Human Actus. It looks like my bad. Sweetie, I seen this. Seen this one. Organic channel. I said, we seen that. His last 2 battles was 2 years ago versus nobodies from a channel with less than 600 subscribers. Shout out to Wayne. Ralph. And Mr. Biscuits. He did a hum bun. Freaky, 2,500 Canadian dollars is 1,800. Do you think Mills felt disrespected by 2,500 because he thinks he's worth more than 50K? I honestly think, I don't know. I think Mills might have felt disrespected in general. Like, Mills comes from the smack side of things, right? Yeah, he comes from the American battle rap side of things, but then the East Coast side of things, but then the smack side of things, right? With URL side of things, right? So I'm not so sure. I know he has respect on King of the Dot, but I'm not so sure how he views that platform. And depending on that, could have made him feel like, yo, how dare these niggas offer me 25? Like, these niggas? You know? That's kind of the vibe, because he put like, why the fuck would I take that when I turned this down? Kind of gave me like a feeling like he didn't look down on that platform, but he damn sure ain't look at it like a smack or something like that. Few things he said, a few references he said, kind of alluded to that. You know? So I think at the end of the day, he probably felt disrespected more about the price and who was offering the price. You know what I mean? Like, not you niggas. You to come over Canada and get like you? You know, so that could have been part of it, but only Mills could really answer that. But that's what I kind of felt from based off of what he was saying. And Thesaurus didn't help the situation at all. Man, Thesaurus been hype as shit since we knocked the Celtics out. He been saying he be towing the line and shit. Like, we'll be talking basketball and he'll be like, yeah, I mean, you never won a title in your puny, meaningless life. So enjoy the first round fentanyl parade. parade. And like Lou even tweeted like, yo, I kind of feel like that was racist a little bit, which I thought was a little bit of a reach, but a little bit of a reach, respectfully. Like, you know, I know fentanyl is a pandemic nationally, but it's really a Pennsylvania and Philadelphia pandemic. I mean, niggas done lost cousins, moms, you know, girlfriends, sisters, cousins. Like fentanyl deaths is a high rate in our reality. You know, I'm not saying there's not other cities that aren't dealing with fentanyl fucking issues, right? But it's a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like it's bad. Jersey too. You know what I mean? For sure. You know, like it's nasty, man. It's nasty. It's nasty. That's normal. Everybody out here then lost somebody they love to fentanyl and shit like that. And I know what he meant, but I felt like he meant what he meant. I felt like he meant what he said. Like, and I felt like that's why he said it. Like he was trying to be extra. He was trying to be, you know what I mean? It's bad. It's bad, nigga. It's bad. I mean, bad. 6 to 8 niggas I know that I love that died off that shit. That's just me. You know what I mean? So, and if they ain't dead, they life is fucked up. We don't, you know what I mean? It's you know. I ain't even gonna get into that shit because it's gonna change my fucking mood. But it'd be like shit like that. But again, he'll call somebody a pedophile because they voted for Donald Trump or because they didn't vote for who he thought to vote for. Like he will call them a pedophile, like he'll like off of politics and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it ain't, you know, it ain't the fuck that serious to me. Yo, Froze, I think Jay Mills just waiting on Rum Nitty to respond. My little nephew died 25 years old in Allentown, you know? And a lot of times and shit, like, motherfuckers be insensitive to it, but they don't understand down here they give Percocet for anything. I mean, you break a finger, Percocet, you know what I mean? You turf, you break a toe, Percocets. You hurt your back, Percocets. You know, or be in fucking excruciating pain. You know, they load you up on these fucking perks for 3-4 months. 5 months, you know, with some serious pain and shit, and you know, you through therapy and shit like that, and then now the pain is in your bones, and you know, you thinking you in pain, but you really just got addicted to that shit, and then they cut you off that shit, you know what I mean? And the withdrawal's hard, so now you finding Percocets on the street. They become hard to find because everybody's fucking eating them. And then, you know, now you have the money, but you can't find them anywhere because everybody's buying this fucking drug and there's just not enough Percocets, and you want 15s and 30s. You don't want 5 and 10s and shit like that, right? You know? And then guess what? Now it's heroin. That's a lot more cheaper than a Perc 30. You know what I mean? And it's feeding that itch. And then before you know it, somebody you love is gone. You know, a nigga from around the way and shit, maybe like 3 months ago, from North Hills, you know, very tight-knit community and shit, you know what I mean? Black community, projects, Section 8, you know what I mean? Poor, drug addiction and shit like that. Dead and smack that in the middle of fucking Montgomery County, Upper Dublin. You never know it's there if you're not from down here. Prominent dude, though, out there, everybody knew. Was in jail for a couple years and shit. Came home, halfway house, went out, first blast he took, killed him. First blast. That shit a little different than when he was out here 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Gone. Yeah. A Ward said he's gonna be a little busy today, so he's gonna pre-record a prayer for the Sixers game. I need your doctor name, Froze. What you mean? What doctor? Sad as fuck. That's a whole fact, man. Nasty dog food, real shit. I just got into it with someone making jokes about fat. I know nigga punch you in your fucking mouth. You make the wrong comment and shit like that. You know, out here we all know. You know what I mean? So that shit is our norm. So a fentanyl joke out here and shit like that, depending on you just know that person who made the joke then dealt with it too. Yeah, I mean, so it's a different language and shit like that. But yeah, enjoy your fentanyl parade. It was just like, I don't like this nigga, cuz. I knocked his team out. I ain't tripping over no basketball. I know niggas getting their feels about sports. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't like this nigga. My youngin was out here trying to grab perks, ended up having Fetty in them. Yep. Yep. My bait just dropped and rolled all the way across the floor. That was God telling me put that shit down. Yeah, let's set a goal. Let's get back to God. My fat ass gotta get back into the. All right. You know, this is what we about to do. This is what we about to do. We about to put this motherfucker down. This is the last one, y'all. I just bought it, so it's gonna be here for about 2 days. About 2 days. It's $16. I'm not throwing it away. I'm not. This is the last one though. It's Friday. If y'all see me on this stream with this motherfucker on Monday, I need y'all to shun me for it. I'm telling y'all, I'm asking y'all as my friends, my community, my supporters, my subscribers, my dogs. Y'all see me hitting this fucking vape on Monday? I want y'all to violate. Let's practice. I want to practice. No, let's practice right now. All right? That's what we going to do. We're going to fucking practice right now. We're going to hit a quick commercial break and get y'all insults ready. Frozy, hey, you hate your job? Can't stand your manager? Want to create your own business? Guess what? Froze knows a guy. Contact my boy Mike Cruz. I get it. Everybody don't have 30, 40 to 50,000 to throw around, but maybe you know investors. Maybe you got a group of homies, 3 to 5, where you guys can all put your money in a pot and start your own business and your own company in your neighborhood. Froze, what type of company? End Zone Sports. End Zone Sports has 80 locations nationwide. What do? They run rec and junior leagues for your children. Every neighborhood has children that need sports and need rec centers. My man Mike Cruz bought an End Zone Sports and he made all his money back in the first season. So bring those activities to your neighborhood. Google End Zone Sports and see if you have one in your territory. And if you're interested, you want more information on how to become your own boss, your own business owner, and your own manager, contact my guy Mike Cruz at mcruz@endzonesports.com and become your own boss. Don't work for somebody you don't like. Work for yourself. Take your career into your own hands with an End Zone Sports in your territory. I promise you it's a good move. I'm working on mine now. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. All right, let's get it right. Boom. All right, so say this Monday. Boom. It's Monday, y'all. Yeah. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. It's Monday morning. The Sixers are eliminated, and I'm sad, you know, type shit. What's up, chat? How y'all feeling, chat? Slow practice. Vape yucking. Got it. Froze, why you yucking on a robot? Put it the fuck down. Black mama, the grocery store voice. Yo, Turkey, stop yucking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck out of Turkey. Stop smoking them electronics, Froze. Yeah. Violate them. Start pausing me, too, because the shit look like a turquoise dildo on the low, too. Start pausing me, too, when every time I hit this joint. Now, hold on. Don't fucking do this shit after this trial run over and on Saturday and Sunday. And tonight when I call the game. Yeah, nigga will kick you out the fucking chat. Don't start this shit until Monday, respectfully. Yeah, that shit gonna annoy me. Yeah, that's what we do. We not hitting the like button. We not doing no supers. And yeah, go on strike on the nigga. Now y'all talking. Yeah, no supers. No supers, no likes. That's what we doing. Matter of fact, if you pull up and hit the like button and you see me, take your like back on Monday. Nah, fuck out of there, Froze. I'm unliking this joint. Matter of fact, I'm ready to slide. That's what y'all niggas do, man. And you know another thing y'all can do too? What's a code word? A little code word too. We got to have it because I might fuck up on Monday. Y'all might be shaming me. So I ain't gonna hold you. And nigga really gonna have to get off the vape too, because no likes, no nothing for like 3 or 4 days is definitely gonna be drawing. Damn. Man, my fat ass done got to talking and shit. And I done give myself challenges I'm not ready to achieve. Shit. Yeah. Y'all can even go on strike and shit. Yeah, I mean, little cold word and shit. I don't know. Y'all come up with it and shit. Just and then once somebody put it in there with the vape, just don't nobody comment. Niggas just don't be commenting nothing. Leave the comment dry as shit. Niggas just start removing their comments too. Yeah. All right. That'll work, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Damn, it's 12:54. We started late, but I ain't know I was doing a whole 2 hour ski show. If you know why I'm late today, my kids had field day. I wasn't late. Yeah. My kids had field day today. I was at field day this morning. Had a great time. You know. So that's why I didn't start the show at 10 a.m., 10:15, or 10:30. So I just want to let y'all know it's field day today. Yeah, it's that time of the year. Raby June. They trying, you know. Chiller Jones, 30 froze. Oh, nah. He wildin'. All right, y'all, the shit over now. We ain't got to do it no more. Nixon 4. Shout out to Ty for the fucking, the 100 joules and the 20 joules. Much love. Ain't 30 shit. Don't make me swing on Cello when I sing. Y'all pulling up for the commentary play-by-play for game 3 tonight? Hey, all right, hold on. Before we get up out of here, yeah. Before we get up out of here, it's 1 o'clock. What time tip off? What time to tip? Okay, yem. Little yem clock start. Heard you. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. We gonna have to will them into one today. I don't know if the big fella playing. We got any Joel Embiid news? Hold on, let's get into the Knicks and Sixers real quick. A little 10 minutes before we get up out of here. Is OG playing? Y'all niggas don't wear. Y'all niggas almost lost when nigga Joel and Embiid ain't play. Froze, you still dabbing? Shitting me? I'm ready to have myself one right now. Yo, I seen the nigga France from Let's Talk Battle Rap. He cooked somebody the fuck up on Twitter and shit. And after he cooked him, at the bottom, he put warm regards. I say, yo, that warm regards was a haymaker. No bullshit. I don't know why that shit stamped what he said. It basically told him, yeah, man, at the end of the day, you gotta stop yucking, but I don't really want no smoke with you, bro. Warm regards. Damn. Oh, yeah, I ain't doing no dab. My shit dead. All right, they got Joel and FanDuel. That shit, and OG off. Okay. No, OG is a big deal for the Sixers. He's been causing fucking fits in where are we playing at? Philadelphia, baby. So yeah, listen, the series is one game away from shifting, but the Sixers can't lose. It's a must win. Can't go down 3-0. It's a must win. And if the Sixers do win game 3, everything, you know, would still kind of be on par for a good series, right? It would have meant the Sixers lost 2 in New York, defended home court, and then they would have to go, you know, obviously win back-to-back. But it starts tonight, though. If they don't win tonight, we can pack this shit the fuck in. 3-1 comeback, cool. 3-0, ooh, not happening. I got you with the Philly Swain shit. Can I bet the crib on the Sixers? Ward gave me a pretty good method when I wasn't sure what my team was going to do. He says, so what he does when his team is playing a team that he's like nervous about, or he's not sure they're going to win a game, whatever money he was going to bet, He puts it all on the opposing team. So, for example, if I'm going to bet $100 tonight, I'm going to put $100 on the Knicks. 2 reasons. If the Sixers win, I don't care that I lost that $100, and I feel like I paid the refs off. I paid for that W. If they lose, all right, it's salty, but it don't nothing make a nigga feel better than some money. You know what I mean? So, been liking the method. Been liking the method. You know, so I think I'm gonna take my 100 buckaroos and slam dunk them down on the Knicks tonight, money line, and then hopefully, you know, however it go. We're gonna make some money, you know, or we're gonna lose some money and we're gonna extend the series. I'm cool either way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool either motherfucking way. Now, this is what I will let y'all know about playoff basketball. It doesn't, and I want y'all to understand something. I would say that if you put a gun to the NBA's head and say, who would you want to advance, Sixers or Knicks, they'd probably say the Knicks. But either one of these teams advancing would be good storyline-wise, but they would say the Knicks. It's New York. Cash fucking cow. It doesn't benefit the NBA for the Sixers to like completely scrub the Sixers in 4. Yeah, it doesn't do NBA. It doesn't make NBA no money to do that. So I just want to say you saw it. They tried it in game fucking 2, right? The whistles got so unnecessary. They got so one-sided for New York that it was like, yo, Sixers ain't getting no calls. That's the lineup. That's the lineup. They not calling shit for Brunson today. They not calling shit for they not calling shit tonight for y'all. So I want New York to be prepared. Y'all still might win. Y'all hit the only way to beat the refs is to hit jump shots. Y'all have that ability. But expect a physical game and for them not to be calling shit for y'all, and it seemed like they calling everything for the Sixers. That's what's about to happen tonight. That don't have nothing to do with if the Sixers can fuck with the Knicks or not. That's the NBA being the NBA. They not letting y'all sweep the Sixers unless y'all shoot lights out. So you got to beat the refs tonight. They'll let y'all go up 3-1 and then try to push it to 6. You know what I'm saying? Niggas definitely going to be called. The cat going to be in foul trouble again. No OG too? Yeah. Friends won't tell you I'm no dummy. I'm a veteran basketball fan watcher. I done seen series get extended. You know? No, you don't change the bet. You feel like you know you're looking out for the refs. Okay, cool. I paid for this W. Yeah, every game ain't just straight basketball. Sometimes it's a business. Respectfully. They got documentaries about this shit. Sometimes sports is a business. I'm expecting a very and did y'all see the pushing and shoving at the end of the game? The New York Knicks has some fucking slap dick, not getting no minutes, bum ass nigga on the end of their bench that don't do nothing but wipe sweat off of OG face and hand fucking Brunson water bottles talking shit at the end of the game. Niggas got in a little shoving match. Y'all seen that? You know, Kelly Oubre got home, tweeted, keep that same energy and shit. Y'all seen that? Yeah, niggas tried to go at VJ, the rookie. Almost got physical. But it wasn't nobody, you know, that played from the Knicks. He was a nigga that just, you know, scratch niggas' backs and shit. Yeah. Heard you. Shitty part is he done started something. He can't help him either. Having a huddle with the refs at the end of the game with the Lakers was nasty work. I can't lie to you. Also, what's up with this Mike Vrabel shit? Yeah, is any Patriot fans in here? Y'all in here? What's up with y'all mans? Nah. Anybody caught up on that situation? Hitting a little NFL insider and shit. You know that bitch reported that the motherfucking Eagles was asking for too high of a price for A.J. Brown? Y'all know that bitch reported that shit? Yeah. Did y'all know that? I want some fucking investigation going on. She was, yeah. I ain't no let him live. She reported that the Eagles' price was too high. The asking price was too high for A.J. Brown. She reported that. She reported that shit. And you know who been trying to get A.J. Brown. You know. She reported that shit. 7 months pregnant, walking around, married, letting the head coach dog her. I ain't judging, I'm just saying, you know. Like, that's crazy. I don't know how TMZ fucking does it, but how we are in 2026 and this scandal is happening and they're pulling out 2021 boat receipts. Who sat on these receipts for 5 years? Oh my God. I mean, how the fuck can we catch him in 4K docking a boat with this fucking lady while she's pregnant, supposedly with her husband's child in her belly in 2021? How did somebody sit on that information for 5 fucking years? That shit crazy. Nah. Hold up. Like, niggas got to. I'm trying to figure out when he getting fired. I'm trying to figure out when he getting. They did my man. What was his name? Adoku? Was it, how they say that nigga name? Adoku? Yeah, I remember how they was doing my boy. Yeah, I remember how they was doing my boy. I ain't forget how niggas was doing Tiger. Nah, I don't know. I don't think it's being covered enough. Those are a little different. Nah. Ain't nothing different. Yeah, you right. He was fucking with a married NFL insider that was reporting shit that had shit to do with his motherfucking team. She was married. He was married. They also said he was talking about they were saying he was shunning a player and shit. A report came out where they was like he was shunning a player and there was like some religious shit in there or something like that. And it's just like, yeah, he married too. Just saying. Nigga, look, from the rip. Soon as I say that, nigga get right in the comments. Well, this a little different. Why? Them niggas did Tiger dirty. Respectfully, them niggas did Tiger the fuck dirty. Knocked him down all just to let him build up and make money on his master return. Respectfully. I want to know what the fuck going on about that, and I don't know why it's so quiet. They better pick up the coverage for we start here at the Frozenberg Network. I'm going to start sending boots on the ground around this motherfucker, man. Y'all gonna see Ralph at the fucking combine with a Primo shirt on and a microphone. Keep fucking with me. I'm gonna be right on the walkie-talkie with him too. No bullshit. We're at media, feet on the ground. We're gonna be at the draft and every fucking thing, covering this shit. Cover this shit like y'all was doing. Cover this shit like y'all would do if motherfucking Lovey Smith did it. Lovey wouldn't have kept his job. They fired Lovey after a winning season. You shitting me? Hell the fuck no. They wouldn't have done right with it. They'd have rotisserie fucking twisted Marvin Lewis on a stick. He did that shit. You niggas is bugging. No bullshit, man. I need them to cover that shit. How the fuck we get all this information? We can't get the Epstein files. What's up with that? We talk about that? Where that's at? Where them files the fuck at? Why y'all be finding all these videos and these niggas hitting shit, cheating on their wives and shit? You know what I mean? The shit that be cooking me is a nigga recording and be cheating on his wife. That man, motherfucker just, you know what I mean? So cool putting out people on blast. As long as they shit private. Yeah, Lovey went 10-6 in the NFL. Niggas told him eat a yick. He wasn't hitting, no, he wasn't cheating on his wife or nothing. Friends won't tell you Frozy will. That shit is crazy. Get the fuck up out of here, man, before they kick me off YouTube. I'll see y'all tonight, 7 o'clock for the 76ers Knicks game 3. We calling it.
It's big froze, big